Hello everybody! Hey, it's Lyle! Ah, Mr. Steven, perfect timing. I know, popping by unannounced. Sorry, couldn't be helped. I have important HHA news. Heh, must feel good owning a home outright, making it totally your own. The best. Bang! Now, time to relax, delve into the amazing world of interior design. So, Mr. Steven, you're all out of debt, all paid off. Starting today, you, VIP member of the HHA, would you like some insurance? VIPs get perks, special members, only evaluations, serious stuff, but fun, real fun. Old Lyle, here to fill you in. You have some time for this? Sure, go ahead. There, bam, thank you. Here goes. So insurance. Mr. Steven, VIP members, eligible for home exterior evaluations by the HHA as well as HHA insurance. We call them theme challenges. Yes, well, so far, evaluations. All about the interior. General scoring your home's insides. Theme challenges? Test how well you express one particular theme. Let's see. Biggest difference between theme challenges and the evaluations you're used to? Your home exterior is now included, and inside, furniture that doesn't follow the theme, no points. Your grasp of the theme, your inclusion of the essentials, your cleanliness and orderliness. My crew, they consider all three criteria when evaluating your home. And they'll use a new scoring system. Serious evaluations for the best of the best. That's what the theme of the challenge is all about. Bang! So how about it, Mr. Steven? You gotta go for it? Try your hand at the theme challenge? Huh? I know, a lot to take in, huh? So let old Lyle to go over it again. Okay, so that's just him repeating it. Maybe? I really don't know. Of course? I'm gonna get horrible scores. Ha! Thought you'd say that. Well then. Okay, Mr. Steven. Call the shots. Choose the theme. Another one. I'm pretty quirky. Okay, so it's just these 8 choices. I have a quirky, so it's a little weird. Bang! But who am I to judge? I'm only the judge. Bang! Let's talk scary style. Call it quirky style. Could be playful, like Halloween or spooky. Bones, scary lab, that. Sign me up. I'll see what I can do. Neat. So he's just gonna wander around for a little bit? Let's talk with Lyle. Honestly, my crew, bit of a mystery to me too. Old Lyle kind of admires them. Bam. That's fair. Also, I got a rainbow back there. That's pretty cool. Alright. Let's toss these letters. Bam. Got one from Gulliver. Got one from Rooney. Bam. Lyle has infected me. Bam. I am still feeling kind of sick, so expect a little bit of brain off today. This page of stationery left over seemed like a waste not to do anything with it, so I'll read this letter since you're probably pretty bored without me. I mean, he made it to the Netherlands. Velma! What's going on, girl? I finally found you. Been trying to get my hands on a seahorse, but I just can't catch one. Fairly common. You mind catching one? I can try. I guess me something to do today. But, yeah, I started a thought yesterday and just never finished it. We got a... Oh, what is that word? We got a Kinderstick windmill. Yeah, I started the thought of, like, people going on about how, like, oh, it's you know, bad cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, why do they even make them? And it's mainly like, their arguments seems to spawn from, well, I'm losing with such and such a deck, so obviously it's, you know, it's the card's fault. It's like, no, not really. And I say that because things like Master Duel Masochist exist. You know, the people who are basically just building a deck off of the jank they get from 10 packs, and they can win. Like, you don't need a big homogeneous deck, you just need an idea, and to know your idea, and generally to have some way to interact with your opponent. Like, any deck can compete. Like, I'll say to the end of time, gimmick puppets are not very good. Their new support makes them better, but they're still not good as a standalone archetype. I have, over the years, beaten multiple meta decks with my gimmick puppets, simply because they didn't have an answer to the gimmick puppets blowing up the board. And then couldn't rebuild past that, because I blew up the board again. You know, like, it can happen. It does take the meta deck generally bricking, or not having their out, or not running an out for your particular game plan. But, like, any deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Can win as long as you know what you're doing, you know what you're playing against, and you have an idea with your deck. Like, now that said, there are some decks that are going to really struggle. Gimmick puppets are definitely one of them. But there's nothing wrong with that. Like, the main reason gimmick puppets suffer, and it's still very much the case even with their new support, they're too heavily reliant on outside support cards, while not having any way of reliably summoning them using their most reliable methods of swarming the field. Like, if you use Drury Doll, you're gimmick puppet locked, basically. So latest, a bit of a bell pincher. Topic of a lot of conversations around town. Yeah, there's gonna be conversations about mean old Steph with his millions of bells. Like, you know, if you guys walked around town, found the money rock, dug up the fossils, bashed the gem rock, you'd have all these bells and I would have none. Well, I mean, I'd still have plenty because I'd just get bells other ways. But, you know. Bam. But, yeah, like, it's just one of those things where, like, Yu-Gi-Oh's not exactly like other card games. In other card games, yeah, old cards tend to suck. Like, you can't just grab a bunch of jank and steal wins from meta decks. In Yu-Gi-Oh, you kinda can. Like, it's very much a thing that I kind of always go to, because I have dabbled in Magic the Gathering, so I kinda know a bit about Magic. So Mush TV! Heck yeah! That could be a TV channel. Mush TV. I don't know what it would play, but it could be a TV channel, station thing. And you could have Mush Radio. They'd both work. They'd be big hits. I predict it. But, like, in Magic, I distinctly remember hearing a lot that, like, back when I was initially starting to get into Magic, which was, like, 2004-ish. Like, there was a lot of talk back then of, like, oh man, 2-3 for 2? No effect? That's pretty good. These days, you wouldn't even remotely consider playing a card, even if it was 3/3 for 2, if it had no effect. Like, and that basically meaning 3 power, 3 toughness. Or in the first case, 2 power, 3 toughness. That basically meaning that you need 3 power or more to trade with the 2/3. Like, you need 3 power to take care of it. Pookie, I've been hearing people call you Skippy. It's kinda catchy. Sure. Skippy has just spread like a virus. It's the Skippy virus. But, like, you know, that's very much a thing where, like, the power level of that game has just grown to such an absurd amount where a 2-drop 3/3, which would have been a 3-drop worth of stats, you know, back in those days, is now something you probably wouldn't even consider playing because it doesn't do anything for you. It's just a body. Meanwhile, when it comes to, say, Yu-Gi-Oh!, sure, you may not play that 800, 1400 monster anymore, but you can still pretty easily play normal monsters. There's a whole lot of support for normal monsters. There's, like, a stupidly huge amount of support for normal monsters. Nothing to offer you, but hang out if you want, girlfriend. So, is this something you need from me? I just want to talk. I'm Mailman Pete. Looks like he doesn't do any work, but don't be fooled. He went out of his way to tell me my mailbox is totally stuffed today. It's way more together than he looks, girlfriend. That is fair. I mean, Pete does seem to mess up mail delivery a lot, but we do have a lot of houses, and he's only one pelican. I mean, but, like, it's one of those things where, like, in Yu-Gi-Oh!, you can literally, even if you were to still play that 800 attack vanilla monster, with the right support cards, like if you're running Moon Mirror Shield, well, suddenly, unless your opponent has spell trap removal or a way of removing your monster that isn't by battle, you're not losing a battle phase with that monster anymore, because Moon Mirror Shield makes sure you always win the battle. Like, it just comes down to having the right card, knowing what your opponent can and can't do. You know, if you know your opponent can't out your Moon Mirror Shield, and they're a deck that has to win by battle, you just win. You've beaten them now. Congratulations. You know. Yeah, been open to CUS. What can I do for you? Let's chat. Having a long talk out here is kind of lame, you know. Like, come over to my house right now. I mean, sure. I think he might be planning a surprise party. Let's go to his house. Let's go to his house. Pretty sure my inventory is full. Yeah, so I can't take up any more bamboo. Is there any more bamboo? I'm just doing a bamboo check, Carlos. Don't worry. Getting a bit lost in the bamboo forest. No, it doesn't look like any more bamboo. Cool. But yeah, like, it's just one of those things where I get mildly annoyed when people are like, man, you just take time, learn the game. Phew, we're finally here. Just give me a second to open the house up. Like, with any other game, if you were to encounter something you lost to, you would then be like, cool, I'm gonna go see why I lost that. Meanwhile, with Yu-Gi-Oh!, most people are like, nah, it's bullcrap, I shouldn't have lost. It's like, no, just learn. This feels like a dream, you know? It's nice finally being able to spend time with you like this. How much have I spent in this room? Like, why would you ask me something like that? I didn't? Gonna be real, Carlos has kind of murdered his house. I'm not really a fan of it anymore. It's room just feels more complete with some plants. May not need them, but they definitely make you rich in spirit, and I got the richest spirit. That's fair. I mean, I still like his song. Like KK Samba, it's very Kurlos. Sloppy chair isn't just a comfortable seat, it's also a pretty nice piece of interior decor. No. No, I don't think so. It doesn't even look like it would be a comfy seat. Like, it's just a wooden chair with a scarf and a jacket thrown on the back of it. Like, that doesn't look very comfortable at all. Carlos really wants us to ask him how much he spent on this room. Carlos, please. It's the furniture I was destined to own. Yeah, I'm looking around. Got a cement mixer back here. He doesn't do anything. Got a gyroid. It gargles. Got a sink with a wharf roach on the counter. Got some steel beams. Got a shirt. Got a yellow butterfly. I mean, I don't hate it. I'm just not a big fan of it anymore. It's not the greatest house no more, Kovos. Yeah, you got anything else to say? I mean, I'm making myself pretty much at home. Where do you sleep, Kurlos? Do you just, like, move this steel beam down and just lay on those? Like, I'm very confused. I usually listen to. I listen to anything, really, as long as no one else is listening to it yet. Oh, and a lot of 8-bit chiptunes, of course, because those are glorious. Man, I forgot this game came out during, like, the boom of 8-bit chiptune. Which, I mean, nothing wrong with that stuff. Anything else insightful to say? Yeah, we have been here for a few minutes. I gotta catch a seahorse. So, I'm gonna get going. It's alright. Very sweet. Sometimes we can tell What do you mean? It's alright. I just really wanted to say that line once in my life. Totally worth it. I don't think he thinks his house is alright. But that did make the sound of friendship going up, so maybe he does think his house looks alright. I don't know. It's hard to tell with Kurlos. He's a hard one to read. Let's get on up to the museum, get these fossils identified, get them all sold. I think while we're up on Main Street, I'm gonna put the bells in our pocket away because we're going to end up we're gonna end up going over 99,000 if I don't. So alright. Deposit. Literally everything. Bam. 2.7 million bells. Okay. Trying to think of other things to ramble about, because that was more or less just finishing my thought from yesterday. I feel like, honestly, people with thoughts like that are partially why I want to do the Masochist series even more. Like, my own Masochist series. But I do feel like that would be a better thing to do while streaming. But, like, at the same time, I don't want to do too many different, like, concurrent stream series, and I'm thinking I might move Warships to streaming. So, like, I don't know yet. Because, like, I do feel like Warships would work better streamed. Because, like, a lot of the time the videos are basically what you would have seen if I had been streaming it. You know, There's not a huge amount of difference. It's just kind of... You know, it is what it is. But, like... I also feel like the Masochist series would work best streamed. Because I'm gonna want to show everything anyway, so that people don't think I'm trying to cheat. You know? This may seem sudden, but no, you're not. You are not moving away this close to the end of the year. You are not moving. I don't think why you have to say that. I'm not sure if moving is a good idea at all. Okay, the move is off. You're right. Can't just picture a new life without my old friends in it. Exactly. Ain't having nobody move out this close to the end of the year. Alright. I wish to sell all of this stuff. Except the windmill and the mush TV. Watch this not be... Yeah, that was 20,000. That would have put me up over 100,000, and thus that means it would have broke 99,000. Which, you know, would have been a bit of a problem. I mean, having stuff in my inventory is also a bit of a problem for trying to fish up a seahorse. So I'm just gonna go home and put the stuff away, and that'll solve that problem right there. But yeah, like... I almost feel like Warships would work best as like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday stream instead of video. I'll never understand what's going on. I will never understand that on the TV. It's just that. I don't get it. I don't think I'm supposed to get it. Okay, let's go do some fishing. Gotta get Velma her seahorse. Oh, hey, Lobo. Can I turn? Thank you. I was trying to turn. Weather, huh, Skippy? Nice days put me in a nice mood, you know? Slightest. Cat. Seems like you have a go-to accessory. Just I was really surprised by it, but it's kind of strange how used to it I am by now. Yeah, I'm just wearing the head of a cat. He's just like, that's weird, man, but you know it's grown on me. So yeah, I feel like it's grown on me as well. Like, literally, I don't think I could take it off now. I think it's just part of my head. It's just where I'm at. It's just part of my head now. Got a dab. I still refuse to dab. It will not happen. I have never once done it, and I never will. I'm too old for that crap. So now that I've said something like that, there's gonna be, like, at some point in the future, like, somebody grabbing that clip and pairing it with me doing a dab for, like, a charity event or something. Or, you know, something along those lines. Wow, fish do not want to be caught by me today. I suppose another thing I can kind of ramble about is I've been back continuing at Monster Hunter World, which is still just a lot of fun to play. Though, this is something I can kind of rant about when it comes to World. And that is the design of the fight with the Elder Dragon near Gigante. I hate that fight so much. And I feel like I've got some pretty good reasons for that. One, it is the first monster you encounter that basically, wearing on-level gear, can still one-shot you with an incredibly hard-to-evade attack. Like, there's some monsters that can hey, a seahorse. That can, while wearing on-level gear, one-shot you with incredibly easy-to-avoid attacks. But they're incredibly easy to avoid. You have to actively be not evading to be hit by these attacks. Near Gigantes is very difficult to evade. Unless you really know what you're doing or were in the perfect position when he started the attack. Which is really frustrating. And, like, pair that with, like, when you get to him, you've got weapons with blue sharpness. Blue sharpness is not enough to not bounce off of his horns. Or his thorns when he's enraged. So basically, you'll just bounce whenever he's enraged. Unless you're hitting very, 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 very specific spots. And it's like, that's just not fun. Like, I'm all for a challenge. Don't get me wrong. But I've never liked the Near Gigante fight. It is, in my humble opinion, the worst designed Elder Dragon fight-wise, ever. Namely down to the rest of the Elder Dragons generally are counterable by things you find. Like, I'll use another example of a hard Elder Dragon to fight that is counterable by things you can find and craft in the field. Kushala Daora. Kushala Daora is really difficult. Unless you throw flash pods at him. In which case, the fight becomes almost trivial. Because Kushala Daora is allergic to the ground, and will almost never be on the ground unless you flash pod him. So you flash pod him. And you can find flash bugs to make flash pods. Just in the field. Usually in the areas he hangs around in. There's your solution. The train kind of spooked me. Way too much Monster Hunter. Oh, God. But, like, this attack from Near Gigante, the ways I have found to avoid it, and these may not be the ways to actually avoid it, there might be an easier way. You either need to be right on top of him and dodge into him, because he basically roars, holds you in place, and then you have a couple seconds, you have enough time to start a dodge, basically. Or hope that he's actually looking towards you and flash pod the ground. Or just be far enough away that you're not affected by the roar and can just start sprinting. Which means the solution is basically have earplugs in your armor. Something you can't do mid-hunt. Like, the counter to to Near Gigante is basically get good scrub. Like, and that's just not good design. Like, the main danger to Kieran is it thunder blighting you. Which, admittedly, you can go into the hunt against Kieran wearing full electric resist armor and just not get thunder blighted at all. Or you can run around the field and find nullberries. And fix the thunder blight when you get thunder blighted. Like, I'm glad I missed. I'm glad I have an open space. Got your flea. I didn't have a flea on my... The grass has silent cause... Yeah. Hey, Carlos. What's up, man? It's time to greet everyone in a new way. I'm tired of the same old melon. He's tired of the same old melons. Alright. What we got? Let's think here. I mean, his catchphrase is currently slice. Because it was melon slice. And like his sentence was the slice in between the melon and slice. Let's It's gonna be home. Sounds pretty good. So now, his completed phrasing is home slice. We got it. I brought you your seahorse. Bam. Seahorse. Just one hand, just seahorse. Not the fish I asked you for. I should give you something, of course. What we get? A shirt. If you like that, it's a fresh tank. I do like me a new fresh. Gotta love that fresh tank smell. The metal smell of a fresh tank's pretty nice. I know it's not. I will always make jokes like that because it's so funny to me that it's just something tank. Like, it's just kind of funny to me. I don't even know exactly why it's funny to me. It just is funny to me. Ooh, we have a chance to talk with Gabby. So much to choose from, it's hard to decide what to buy. Oh, right, we had a piece of gold stuff. I should, like, collect that. It's been sitting here for, like, weeks. This is gonna be, like, Nobels, but... it's gonna win the Nobels prize. Hey, I'm here for my golden wall torch. Yeah. You do not need to buy a shirt. Oh, you don't want to buy the shirt. I don't think that fits your style, I'm sorry. But yeah, like... I've never been as frustrated fighting anything in Monster Hunter other than Nier Gigante. Like, Nier Gigante really just frustrates me. Because, like, it just feels like parts of that fight are not your choice. You know, you're just dead now because the game said you're dead. Have fun. You didn't have earplugs? Sucks to be you. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling about that. I have been going on for a while. I am still feeling a bit sick, and I do need to still edit, like, a lot of stuff. So, that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna try and do something more focused on Animal Crossing tomorrow. Maybe, like, a day of, like, fishing. Maybe we'll just hunt for bugs. I don't know. We'll do something tomorrow. Maybe I'll head to the island again for the first time in absolutely forever. That could be fun. I don't really need money anymore, but it could still be fun. So with that, I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo. See you all then! And now in this end card, I'd like to ask, if you liked the video, could you smash that like button? And if you're not subscribed, hey, could you subscribe? Maybe ring the bell? Help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.